Okay. We're live. Microphone, check. Music B, check. Draft tokens in my pocket. Got a whole fistful of them. You know what it's time for? Okay, stretch it out. Stretch it out. I don't know why I don't do this beforehand. I'm not really committed to like the ASMR bit. I'm literally just remembering to stretch as we go live. Oh. Crack the neck. Pull that neck back and forth. Thank Lucky for the biddies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Kellen, for lurking. Thank you, thank you. Stretch out that arm. Stretch out that arm, especially the right one, because that's where we got our flu shot today. Locking up, don't want to get stiff. Alright, let's do this. Hey there, heroes. My name is Hero Girl. I'm your friendly local neighborhood hero tuber, professional idea haver. This is the daily grind. This is that part of the day where we just kind of get together and we hang out. Maybe you've got your own chores to do. Maybe you need someone to help the body doubling. Maybe you just got home and you're turning on the boob tube to do a little relaxitude. That's what we're here for. And this is where, like, you know, I pretty much have the second half of my workday. Come on. I try to be entertaining. Try to be cool and comfy. Try and be chill. Sometimes we get a little activated. Sometimes we get a little heated. That's alright. It's all part of the process. What a process it is. Oh my god, my wing Gundam's starting to get dusty. I've got Gundam model on my shelf and I need to, like, you know, wipe it off. I need to make sure it doesn't get so dusty. Got a couple of little amazing figures that likewise also need to be carefully dusted. Folks, we still have Final Fantasy Flashback Draft, so we're going to be doing Final Fantasy Flashback Draft again. And then if we, you know, whenever we happen to finish, if we have enough time, we'll be doing Final Fantasy 14. We didn't have enough time to do Final Fantasy 14 yesterday. Because the first game just went on for so fucking long. That's okay. That's fine. Final Fantasy Draft only gets flashed back so often. It'll be in standard for a little while, so we'll get to see some more of it. Yeah. Right now, though, I'm ready to get. Ooh, instant pop. You love to see that. I am the 8th. I am the chosen one. It is my profited return that has fired the draft. Valhalla. Ooh, Zodiac in the first pack. If we want to try going like full on black, we could try that, but he's probably likely to wheel. Triple Triad. I don't know if this card's actually viable in. You play the card, you give your upkeep. It's basically red draw. Let's see. Shamley's Sorcerer's Schemes is really good for the black-red deck. Black Mage's Rod is also good. Retrieve the Esper, also really good for that blue-red deck. Elder Haste Magic. Play the card you own. It works with nice, like, big stuff. I'm not actually sure what the pick here. Like, the Black Mage's Rod is probably, like, the safest one. So, I'll grab Black Mage's Rod. Ooh, okay. Self-destruct. X damage to any other target. X damage to itself. Tech die / Capital City. Ice Magic. Rook Turret. Lighted Judgment is actually just, like, really good removal, though. Close up the card and the equipment. But if we take Rabot early, we can get some, like, some big equips. Do I want that, or do I want... You know what? I'll take Rabon. Evil Awaken, Katana. Both of these are really good. We've also got Vayne's Treachery. Sabatender. If I want to go, like, more equipment-based, this is good. If I want to make sure that we go big spells. But with Raubon, I think I'm just taking the Katana. Colosseum Behemoth. That's a good one. Naturalize and or redraw. Another Black Mage's Paladin's Arms. I'll also go retrieve the Esper here. kind of setting ourselves up to be really good in black-red because we're grabbing the equipment. That's actually really good with the black-red deck. It's good with all the wizard stuff. Because all the job select equipment are creatures that are, quote, creatures that trigger on casting. We passed some removal, though, so be careful about that. Robon's good in that. He's just going to help us bypass a lot of the equip costs. There's self-destruct, tech die, sabotender. Stroke on Midnight. Stroke of Midnight's probably the most flashable card in this deck. Like, it's just kind of a white mana destroy anything, you make a human. Like, that's a removal card that you can pretty easily. Got 2 Black Mage's Rods, Tana and Rabon. I could still end up going black-blue if I see really good blue spells. Like, if I see Retrieve the Espers making their way back around. What I recognize. Captain Landry Storm. Forget what this is on the bonus sheet. Sandworm's not bad. Aegis Nihilus, Sabotent. Like red's pretty good. There's a Lab Maniac, Sabotender, Magic Pot, Coral Sword. Is there a chance we end up going into red-white now? Maybe. Red Mage's Rapier is okay. We might end up going into red-white, actually. If I just put the Black Mage's Rods away, then we have the start of a red-white deck. And that's where Rabon would be really, really good. Keep reading those signals. But red is definitely. It's either going to be red-white or red-black. I went with the Black Mage's Rod initially. Another Rabon. Okay. This is where we have to kind of make our choice. We can go Rescue Mission, go wide. I don't think we need a second Rabon. That seems like diminishing returns. Misty the Elder makes another wizard token, though. This kind of just keeps us more open, rather than just like going straight for the to get more. This also just gives us a couple more dudes. We can still be like red-black. Hell, we can be like we could theoretically be red, splashing black and white. Yep, Zodiac made it back. Haste made it. Magic made it back. Elder made it back. It might be take the land, so that way we have like more splash power. As weird as that is, even though I would like to grab like the haste magic. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and the Light of Judgment made it back. Okay. Grab the Light of Judgment. I'm gonna see plenty of merchants later on. Chocobo. Call the Mountain Chocobo. Sabo 10. Probably like the first Sabotender. I'll grab E. This just helps keep Yep, okay, yeah. I mean, not a question that we're in red. Sure, I don't think the third Sabotender is worth. Okay, Slash of Light is like really good for the red-white deck. Whenever ultimate attacks, put a blight counter on target land for as long as that land has a blight counter on it. Okay. Ultimate's kind of pretty cool. Kind of look at the crystals chosen though. Otherwise, there's like Prompto. Prompto's there. Hilgigas is there. Slash of Light might actually just be the play though. We go like super aggro. Crystal Shows is really good overrun late game, but if we want to solidify ourselves into red white, Barret really good with all this equipment. I just give up. The weapons vendor also very good. It might be grab weapons vendor and starts going hard into red. It was nice to go ahead and just like, you know, like mages, rods, and dream. Oh, there's another Zodiark. There's Choco. Ooh, Zidane. Okay, I really like the removal, but Zidane deals an opponent's creature. It gives it lifelink and haste, and then just like we get a treasure like this card. This card. It's a thief effect that leaves us with a creature body. Warrior Sword or Lionheart. Both of those are all right, actually. Probably go with the Warrior Sword. Yeah, I think with Zidane, we want to go. That's another Zidane. I might actually. It might be worth grabbing two of them. The Dark Knight's Greatsword is good. I like Stealth Skin. Stealth Skin kind of blanks a lot of removal. Warrior's Sword is also a good pickup. But double Zidane as a top end. Elder, making a wizard token that helps ping. Red Mage's Rapier triggering off of all of the equipments and whatnot. And like, having the second copy of Zidane is actually fine. Let's see. Sorcerer's Schemes. That's for... I just think infantry is okay. Pretty good pickup. You're Not Alone, also really good. I want to grab the Thunder Magic just so we have a little bit more removal. Could grab another Warrior Sword, but be the... Like, I never want to turn down the opportunity for some quality fixing. Hello. See, this is fine just because it's going to be a 2-1 most of the time in our deck. And if we happen to pick up a second one, great. Brony Man, hey, what's up? Thank you for joining us during our Final Fantasy draft. Currently looking at a pretty good red-white build. Got 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11, 13 creatures. Yeah, I'm liking this. Ooh, okay. Cast a non-creature spell. Is it Argentum or is it Red Mage's Rapier? It could be Red Mage's Rapier, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go Red Mage's Rapier, as crazy as that sounds. All the Mountains, not bad. I'm actually gonna grab this red-black land. Because we still have that white-black land. And we just get a fire for free? Holy shit. Red was so open. Oh, and we get You're Not Alone. Okay. Alright, so we get Fire Crystal, which I don't think we're running. This only copies creatures. Summon Anima, there's Shintoto. There's Poo Poo. Musicals. I guess we could grab like another Red Mage's Rapier and just like go turbo aggro. I'm trying to think if the curl is... I don't think so. I think... Going back to sleep soon? Got woken up by your dog, but glad to be able to pop in. I am too. I am too. See, I've got 5 removal spells already. Oh my god, this what the hell is this pack? It's got 3 rares in it? Might just be grab the Thunder Magic, but look at the Paladin Arms too. Baron Wallace is also really nice. Monk's Fist, just be what? Potentially better Red Mage's. Grab the Thunder Magic. Okay. Summon Brynhild is really nice. So is Choco Comet. Might actually be Choco Comet. Oh, I really like the Gallicat, actually. Yeah. I like Brynhild. Choco Comet is like directly to the face and then also makes a token. But we've got plenty of removal, and this just gives us evasion. Go ahead, grab the cat. Take out like a Sabo Tender. Item Shopkeeper. I don't know if I want You're Not Alone, but it can't hurt. Oh, yeah, okay. Grab Slash of Light. Or is it? Ooh, maybe it's Soup, actually. But in our deck, I think Slash of Light actually has higher upside. I'll take the Suplex. Take the Suplex hits artifacts. But yeah, we have just so much now that the Red Mage's Rapiers are looking really good now. Yeah, I love what we have here. I might even cut like the Light of Judgment, just because it is really expensive removal. 4, 5, 6. We have tons of. Delivery Moogle. That's not bad. Probably better than anything. Because this grabs any artifact mana value 2 or less. So this grabs our Red Mage's Rapier. And then if we put that onto the Moogle or anything else, anytime we cast removal, it's just going to turn into a 5-power flyer. I don't actually know the scenario where Red Mage's Rapier is going to be like perfect. Because it's not offering any base power and toughness. It's only going to trigger when we use it. But also we have just so much equipment that I'm hoping this works out. And then we can use Zidane as the... is it Zidane or Zidane? Zidane would just actual factual lightning bolt. You're just going to give me actual factual lightning bolt? Yes, please. Awesome. Mune. Oh, that... No, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just grab your bolt. Grab your bolt and run. Binary Storm out. And the White Mage's Staff. We're passing a unit. Don't care about that. Okay, maybe I can afford to cut like Magitech Infantry. Cut Sabo Tender. Nothing here is particularly fantastic. Got the prayer. We get Barret and we get Paladin's Arms. Which one do we prefer? Attack deals damage equal to creatures you control to defend you player. Probably the Paladin's Arm. We have red days. And I think I'm willing to cut 1 rapier down. Sure. Go for an Ifrit. Okay, deck looks sweet. I don't think it's going to take too much for us to be happy about this. The Elder makes a token. The token does a lot of painting. That's 2 different bodies that we can equip. Stroke of Midnight, Paladin's Arms, Gallicat, Bull, Dang. We got a weapons vendor that helps out a lot. Raubon loves all the equipment that we have here. Except for full removal. They're still doing that weird thing where puts everything on the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 14, 15. Then just like all the removal. He actually ended up cutting. So you have to wonder if like care about in any of these. Like maybe we cut a red mage's rapier. And then what would we replace with it? You're Not Alone. You're Not Alone is really more for like the green-white deck, but we might go white enough that we can actually make it work. You can play the Sabotenders. You can play the Magitech Infantry. A 1-mana a Savannah Lion isn't bad. Girlfriend Airford would help us, but we really see nothing to splash with our black. We got past some good in black. We just didn't see anything. Probably not a bad signal though. Although I didn't think I saw any usual Premier black removal. Be like what? Lighted Judgment. That's it. It's Final Fantasy. Okay. Probably about right. Make sure we're dressed for the occasion. Jola Avatar and alright. Deck looks good. Let's see if it pans out for us. Got removal, 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 and more removal. I'm leery of having... I want to make the red mages work. So it might actually end up being correct to swap the white mage's staff with a third rapier just for consistency's sake. Because if I can go turn 2 rapier, turn 3, remove something, hit him for big beats, and then just like removal, 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 that's basically Delver play, right? Kind of. Maybe. Hope everyone's doing good. Reminder that today is Thursday. Yeah, that's right. Today is Thursday, the 12th. I've been trying to remember to say it at the very start of the stream. Like, today is February 12th, and this is the Daily Grind. So that way, when YouTube VODs are there, you know, from the live streams, people who may not have paid attention to the date will actually see it. It's actually fun. Got Delivering Moogle to search for the... Yeah, we've got Delivering Moogle to search for... Alright. White Mage Staff. No counter spell. Oh, Syncopate. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Salvagers. That is a pain in the butt. And that could actually just like ruin our life. Target opponent loses the 1 life in you game. Oh. I mean, if they're just like in the mood of playing blue-black control, not a lot of good. Okay, yep, that's Blitzball. They would have to have another Syncopate. In which case, I don't actually lose out on a lot by going with Mystidian Elder here. Oh, and Fire Magic also like kills all their wizards if they like try and make a sacrifice anything. Yep. Full revelation. Give up an ice magic and resentful and Sage's not. Alright. Pixie, that's fine. Well, we're gonna get a flyer here in a second. I don't know why I'm doing this post-combat. That's just objectively wrong. And now we're in a position where we can go Red Mage's Rapier, removal. Okay. I do have to ask myself a question. Is it worth using fire magic? This is 6 mana. Fire magic would wipe out my hero token too. What? I don't really care if I trade a token with the fairy, guys. But now the Mysidian Elder has enough power to win through the fire magic. This can get a little awkward because now I'm in a position where I kind of want to cast spells, make phase 1 for the extra power. They could counter this, actually. They have 5 cards in graveyard. Syncopate for 4. Yeah, you got it. Go combat. Swing. I might just... Delivery Moogle? This spell only triggers if a legendary deals combat damage, right? It does! Holy shit. Demons you control, Storm Scared to begin combat, you turn exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. Turn it into a 5/5 demon? Yeah. Yeah, no chance. No chance, no shot. Now we're in a position where fire magicking beforehand actually does some really good stuff. I don't need to play out this next land. I'm gonna hold it in case I need to, like, sandbag something against a Marlboro. Or a Heck Dies. Okay, they had their own fire magic. Alright, we're in the top deck war, and unfortunately they have a card that will get them back a little sooner than I will. This deals 4 damage, potentially 8. That's not what I want. I want to hold on to this for the Esper Sentinel that flash back. Boom, you. Okay, they're just gonna do another Sentinel Revelation. Like, the Thunder Magic to pump up the Red Mage's Rapier is actually relevant. Sorcery, all those are sorceries. Card in hand. I mean, if they have another Syncopate, I can't stop this. They had Swallowed by Leviathan. They have 13 cards. There's just, like, no way. Okay, yeah. They had it. They are our hard blue-black control. But as soon as we hit like Ralbon or something, we're... Yep. Alright. You hit for 8. Arimon is a card that I can hit on my turn. Slash of Light is not gonna get there. I'm dead. I'm dead here. Slash of Light can deal with the Arimon. So I am gonna go ahead and just hit the big one now. I have to use the Slash of Light to hit the Arimon. Opponent's doing a great job. Opponent built their deck great. They have a Black Mage's Rod too. We just bottomed out. I need to draw like literally any creature or job card. That is kind of like a job card. I can kill the Arimon. And then it's 5. Any spell after this Resentful Revelation dead for us. I guess that White Mage staff was more thought. Oh wait, actually, you know what? Let's do this pre-combat. I completely forgot the Slash of Light can at least deal with the token. So this is just maximum damage saved. And I should have done it when they were tapped out. Okay, we're not dead yet. Now they can go ahead. Yep, equip their Esper. They have 6 mana, so they can't flashback Revelations. Are you kidding me? Alright. That's just magic, baby! The only life point that matters are the last ones, huh? I want to take a look at this deck. This was... So it's got Arimon, it's got Gaius. It had Swallowed, 2 Syncopates, Ice Magic, Salvagers, Nolith, fucking Arden the Usurper. At least we had removal for it. That could have gotten bad south really, really fast. Simple Revelation. Maybe I shouldn't have used Fire Magic when I did then. Yeah, if I had held my Fire Magic, then I could have continued pushing damage with my Obsidian. They would have had, like, their blocker and their fairy. But it means they wouldn't have gotten as much value off of their fire. And it looks like most of their removal wasn't, like, removal. Was not proactive. Okay. If we... Oh my god, if we had top decked Zidane instead of that land there, that's like peak opportunity, because then you take the Esper Sentinel, you hit him back, it has lifelink, so you just like win major tempo, and you get a treasure. Say la vie. At least the fight didn't go on forever. Alright, Slash of Light, Fire Magic, Red Mage, Red Mage. You love to see it. Lead off on Fire Magic, just in case. Fire Magic is going to wipe our cards out, but we have Slash of Light here to make it better. And then hopefully what's going to happen is we will have the chance to go Red Mage's Rapier into Red Mage's Rapier swing. The downside with Red Mage's Rapier, that it does not buff toughness, so Fire Magic is kind of a double-edged flame. Yep, that's a curl. Let's see. I can use Slash a Light to get rid. Let's go. Offer tradesies. Alright, you'd love to see that. Because now we can use Slash a Light to pretty much hit like whatever's big. We're trying to be hyper aggressive. Galacat is probably like the card we want to. Only had like an amp. Make these just a little bit bigger. That would be ideal. Oh, I like it. White Mage's Staff. That's even better, because what we're going to do now is going to be absolutely massive. This is exactly what I wanted to be doing. This is how I envisioned the deck. Again, though, we have this fire magic that we have to, like, work with. Although, if I could, like, move the rapier over to the White Mage Staff. This is what? 3 to equip? This is 3 to equip? I can even move the White Mage Staff over to the Red Mage. Nope, we just get it. Excellent. That is exactly what I wanted the deck to be doing. So maybe I do want the 3rd rapier in the deck to, like, increase my chance of in my main hand. If I want to put the 3rd red mage in there, do I pull out fire magic? Item shop, keep with the red mage's rapiers. What's the art? Delivery Moogle. It might be fire magic because of the Nombo, actually. Although it's really good if we can, like, equip the rapier over something else. I don't know. I might go back and forth on that. I'm sure there's going to be at least, like, one game where we're just completely clunked up by a bunch of shooters. I'm going to be like, why did I take out the fire? Why did I take out the fire? Elder Fate Zidane. Would have liked to have a faster start. Maybe I should have. Alright, no Veins Treachery, no Syncopate. 3, 4. Now we got 5 on the next turn. 6 if she gets to attack again. Emmett Selk. I don't anticipate Selk, like, getting to do a lot. But let's see, this is going to be 5. So play out Rabbanya. Mostly, I'm just kind of worried about Selk walling us completely. This is a really late. And they're playing black, so we want to hold on to at least one of our land. Rook turret. We have Zidane here. Have you ever looked at your past decks on Arena and think, wow, my deck construction could have been better? Not really. Actually, no, I take that back. I take that back. That's not entirely wrong. I would have liked to have... I'm not going to crash Planetary Storm into the Rook. We have plenty of removal to get rid of it. I think there are times where I go back and I look at old Brawl decks I have, and I recognize how far into the commander mindset I was. But I think that has less to do with deck construction and more knowledge and understanding of what the format needs to look like. I can play Zidane and do what with that? Unfortunately, we just kind of like bottomed out here. Just 3/3s potentially blocking us. We can get good if this is just gonna kind of suck. All right, so we go ahead, we attack. That's 3, 6. Not lethal. 7, not even close. I probably even shouldn't have like attacked with the wizard token, but you know, I guess you gotta send a message sometimes. Yeah, it's hard to say that like it's a problem with regards to deck construction and more just format knowledge, you know? Because what I built were decks that would have been considered competent in another environment. Do I trade Zidane? If I... Let's see, they'll probably block with block Landry because that's 5, 6, maybe 7. I don't think I've... This is where I draw the other Zidane. And... Nope! Okay, so yeah, they are just going to go ahead and eat. I'm going to go ahead and do this to trade. Which is really, really fucking bad for me. But I'm trying to like push as much damage as possible. And if I draw a single lightning bolt, that's going to be game. Quote, you say this because your 5-color decks have better construction than past decks? I mean, yeah. I can memories... Get rid of Ultimecia. That's 1 damage. How many cards do they have in their deck graveyard? They have 5, 6, 7. What am I doing here? I can't push damage even if I just freeze. Okay, draw 3, then discard 2, and then you get R. Give your end step if there are 8 or more cards in the graveyard. Yep, that's 7. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 8 and exile 8 cards. If you do form Ultimecia. Weapons vendor. That could be exactly what I need. Thunder magic also helps. Yes, that's good. We like that. Okay, now it's just a question of... Can we chain this together in a way that's meaningful? Thunder magic deals with a rook turn. Memories of Nilb. I don't want them getting... Alright, instant ramen. Oh, wait, instant ramen? That's going to give him 3 life? Yeah, that's gonna give him like 3 extra life. Yep. I'm just gonna have to let all this resolve. Even if it means that they potentially find counter magic. What? This opponent's deck is sweet too. You got Emmett and Ultimisia. And now the instant ramen also just like insulates them against Lightning Bolt as an out. Sin! Whenever Sin enters your attack, exile permanent card from your graveyard at random to create a tapped token that's a copy of that land. I don't think I have a choice here. That's a 7/7 flyer. Okay, yep. And now they get the car. Beep beep. Okay, yes, I will gladly take that. Now they have. Yep, they have the car. They only have 3 creatures to block with. And I have Gallicat. Okay, if I swing in with everyone, they have to block Zidane, they have to block the vendor. The Elder gets through. They go to 1. That's not going to be enough. Oh, God. I can deal with Ultimisia at least. Sentinel. I think. I was thinking about hitting the magic card, but no dice. So let's just go ahead and actually hold on. What? 8 damage, yeah. Oh, I can't play the Gallicat. Well, now they're functionally 5. And if I attack with the car, that's... We need to protect this little wizard. This little wizard's going to be the wizard that can. Even if the magic card can return us. Sure. And instant ramen's still there. Okay. We've managed to survive like 3 pretty big bombs. And we've seen, what, 7, 8, 9? 9 of our lands? We're only running 17. The rest of this has to be gas, right? Honestly, if we hit another Zidane, we can get him with the Rook turret. The can control target creature. Oh shit. They can also just like hit us for 8 in the air. Yeah, that's bad. Yep, can't stop that. Alright, give me something good off the top deck. Come on. Item shopkeeper is not gonna do. That is disappointing. Quote, find it funny last night. Want to get someone who was taking my stuff, but then I summoned a creature that could destroy the creature that allowed them to take my stuff. I don't get it. Like, I understand the words, but I don't get the joke. Ugh. Honestly, our deck is fine, but we didn't have any action until the start of turn 3. So I think I need to make sure I'm mulliganing for something that's going to be a little faster. It sucks that in that case we just like didn't draw into a left. We have okay. Now we have interaction. Now we have creature. This works out fine. Okay. World map. Gotcha. Okay. And we'll play the Elder first. Play the Elder first. It makes any of our equipment better. Alright, that's Black Mage Rod. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that now so that way I don't lose tempo. And now they're not gonna be able to just like get free pings off of us. Eddie was playing Shrines. Sorry, that doesn't add enough context. Shrines and Brawl are kind of fun, though. It's a little... just like, you know, some good old-fashioned automation. Alright. There's Zidane, we have Gallicat. Opponent is on black. Starting. Okay. I want... we always do that. I can play the Red Mage's Rapier, and then we also have Gallicat. Red Mage's Rapier or Gallicat. This does not turn on just yet, but if we hit another Red Mage's Rapier, it's fine. Play the cat. Again, I don't know why I'm doing this main phase 1. Okay, so let's retrieve the Esper. That makes Gallicat look a lot better. Paladin's Arms and... if I were to hit another land, what could I do? Not quite enough. If I play the Red Mage's Rapier, though... Paladin's Arms trades. Red Mage's Rapier on the Gallicat is just really good, though. And if they decide to get aggressive with their Esper token, then now the Red Mage's Rapier is also really good. Okay. Arena of... yeah, this is pay 2. That's pay 2. Oh, I could go Fate now. I can also just play Paladin. Paladin's Arms, trade with the token. I'm doing this main phase because this is what pops up the Gallicat. And if I turn the Red Mage's Rapier into a removal spell, I'm okay with that. No, my kitty! Okay. Oh, this is still an equip 3. Tribes go wide fast, easy to blow that, kind of hurts. Not sure I get that one either. Okay, this one is Warrior Sword. I can attack with the Paladin's Arm. Swap there. I really want to... what am I holding? At 5. If I play Zidane now, this makes drawing a land turn into play Fate and also equip Red Mage. They could just like sacrifice this with a Vane's Treachery. Okay. I do want to suit up the Red Mage's. Suit up the Red Mage's Rapier. They still have that Ring of Lucia. Okay. Red Mage, let's see, but it doesn't work on my paladins. I could Veins Treachery. I'll play the Warrior Sword. That way we can keep developing out. Okay, so they are going to go ahead. Pay the ward cost. Sure. Destroy the token, not the equipment. This is still a problem, though, because they can just, like, start making some big old 5/5s. But we do have the ability to go 6/4? 6/4 trade. Also got Fade of the Sunsis here. It kind of depends. That Reign of the Lucci, not free to tap things down. It is going to cost them a lot. And trying to flash back. Oh, they're going to go ahead and buy back the removal spell. Red Mage rate. Okay. See, I've got enough to like re-equip. And then play the Red Mage's Rapier afterward. Yep, they're going to use the overkill on the Warrior Sword. That's fine. There's a little token. With blue and black players, have to heavily pay attention to how much mana they have on tap. Yep, that's just learning how to play against control. Anytime that you're playing any sort of game where interaction is on the table, you have to... Okay, now we can also get rid of like their 5/5 and potentially just get them. Ooh, Samurai Katana. Let's see. I'm willing to use a Fate in order to push some damage. How much damage am I pushing if I do that? I get rid of the Obsidian. Red Mage trades. Mixed Red Mage trade. I'm gonna do it. Yep. Filch right there. Now there are 4. Take an Esper Sentinel again. We just have like so much equipment. At some point, I'm even going to be able to like start suiting up this little wizard token with the warrior sword. Okay, yeah, they're going to go for removal again. Sure. That means that's... Yep, that is game. That's 3 mana. Yeah, none of this, like, kills inherently, but the katana gets there. Alright. We're at 2 and 2. We managed to get that one back. So, like, not just blue and black, but also red and green and white. You gotta look out for those too. Because with white, you have to worry about combat tricks. You have to worry about any sort of instant speed exile. With green, that's also combat tricks. Some fight spells. Red, obviously, you have a lot of the different burn effects. Sometimes those burn effects are also just combat. Double check the deck real quick. I think here and then I'm like, maybe the "You're Not Alone" it works out okay. Yeah, you can just equip everything to the token, swing for game. No, you can't. Because the token is a 0/1, right? The token, they're at 4 life, the token's a 0/1. Here's a 3/2. That's the most I could equip up to. Everything else would take at least another turn to equip to as well. The katana just like gets it right there at the end because they're tapped out, and this gives +2/+2 in haste. So it's 1 damage off of the cast trigger, and then it's 3 damage direct with the katana. Don't have to equip anything. Do I want to like potentially cut down 1 land? I don't think I do. No, I think I stick with 17. I think we've just been getting some rough luck with regards to top decks and getting our lands and spells in order. A lot of the equipment also just have really high cost. So that might have been a reason to get like a second copy of Raubon. But I'm pretty certain I got some sort of... I'm pretty sure I picked up a removal spell over Raubon. We're at the top of the hour. Damn. We're 4 games in. Could be 4. Galakat, White Mage Staff, and Raubon himself. Speak of the devil. Alright, so yeah, well, it's a pretty easy. Go into White Mage Staff, then go into Galakat. Because the sooner we get the artifacts online, the better the Galakat gets. Garnet! Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. Because now what I'm going to do is I will offer the trade. I'll play Raubon. And then we'll see what they do. This might be bad because they could have protection to protect Garnet. But if they try and play any sort of Saga to really make her go off, it'll be interesting. Did you not have a mana to equip 2? So you'd have 5 power? No, I did not have enough mana to equip 2 equipment at the same time. Not even close. The sword itself is like 5 mana. I'm going to shoot... Yeah, we'll go ahead and shoot Garnet. Because lifelink, I think, is going to be the most thing that we want to do. Am I willing to trade? Why am I playing this main phase 1? I won't trade with Raubon, but I'll trade token for token. Because now Raubon can attack. Raubon... No, if I have an attack with Raubon, Raubon would have been 3. And then Raubon actually just does not trade with a token. That was a mistake. It's fine. Oh no, wait, no. This has a whenever the quick creature attacks, right? Okay. I guess that's a reason. Let's see. Whenever Raubon attacks. You know what? I'll just take the 4. Alright, so now we have Red Mage's Rapier. Now the cat's bit. If I attack with Raubon and equip the staff, I can just equip the staff now. I can also equip the Red Mage's Rapier. Let's go attack here. And then I'll attach the Rapier over to Galakat. And if they want to trade with Chokra and Mog, they can. I already have the ability to play Red Mage's Rapier and then also suit the cat up. Guys, remember that we're doing Final Fantasy Friday tomorrow. Ron is taking me through my first playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII. Oh yeah, we can just go ahead and punch through the poo-poo with White Mage. It might actually be worth suiting up the White Mage over to one of the tokens now, actually. Because now that trades with the Chocobo. Attack with all except the token. Alright, so that's just going to go ahead and block the two. Understandable. Lucky, thank you so much for redeeming the hydrate. I do need to do a lot of sippy right now. I got a shot. I got my flu shot earlier today. I'm trying to stay hydrated. What's the other ability for this? 3. Until end of turn, this creature's base power becomes equal to the number of towns you control. That's a bolt. If I swing out, Red Mage trades, Gallicat wipes out. I guess I could bolt beforehand. Yeah, I should have bolted beforehand. That would have been a lot better than just like raiding off the bat. I wasn't even thinking about it. Kind of aggressively trading right now. If I'd done that beforehand, that would have been significantly more lethal. Whoops-a-doodle. Yeah, go ahead and... Is there, like, a world where... I want to put on the token? I don't think there is. Yep. I was thinking too hard about that. If I remove the shield bearer, everyone gets pumped up. I can go ahead, swing in, more damage gets pushed through. And I still have more board afterwards. Also, maybe it should have been equipped the Red Mage's Rapier, because then I'd have mana to do the things. Okay, it doesn't matter. Opponent missed too many land drops. Okay, so like, when you play different formats, you have different skills that you have to apply. And I am so atrophied from playing nothing but Brawl that I am playing kind of sloppy. It's okay, we're 3-2 right now. This is like the minimum goal that I try and hit. One more and we did just fine. But also, my sequencing is so bad, because usually with Brawl, everyone's tapping out every single turn. So it's just kind of F6 value to go play my cards main phase, then swing. You're tapped out anyway. And we trade back and forth like that, right? And very rare is the scenario where you actually want to, or rather, where you need to start doing things main phase 2. This is a throwback. It's got Warrior Sword way too late. This is not what we want to be. Even though it's got Lance of Spells, one of those spells doesn't do anything. This is significantly better. Okay. Probably put back the Red Mage's Rapier. Because we have 3 of those, so we're likely to see a new one. I'm not going to get greedy and try and play the White Mage Staff after the Elder. I'm going to play that out first. Ooh, SRAM. If they have this for every equipment or vehicle, that could end up drawing them a lot of cards. Alright. You cast like one job select card and you've got your value. I'm going to try and hold this for something that's a little scarier. Yep, okay. Yep. Lucky's niece says hello. Hello! Lucky, what's her... do you mind, like, telling me her name? Okay, yeah, you already got your cards worth out of this. Thunder Magic. Thunder Magic. Do that for 2. I'll go ahead and play the Elder now. And then I've got Weapons Vendor too. Your name's Zania? Hello, Zania! Is your Uncle Lucky taking good care of you? You having fun? Alright. Octopus, theoretically problematic. Let's go and... am I willing to trade with that 3-2? I might. Also Weapons Vendor this turn. I can't do Thunder Magic on the weapon and do that. Then Ultros is off there. What's better temp? Then I could Thunder Magic ult. That way ult problem later on. Yeah, I think I like that. That way they can't just like retrieve the Esper this turn, lock down my Elder. Yep, we'll push back a little bit, back and forth. Sage's Nollis, okay. Red Mage's Ring. I think I'm always attacking with the Elder first. Right? Weapons Vendor is right here. Vendor helps me get a redraw. Okay. Kind of play this a little close to the chest. Okay, opponent finally hit their 4th land drop. This is where we're going to start seeing their bigger spell. I'm willing to give up Weapons Vendor. That's a curl. Curl could be a problem. I want to do this on my turn. Let's go Bolt. And we also have the option of just like getting them. Yeah, Weapons Vendor. Let's get rid of that Paladin arm, actually. Nope, no such luck. Let's go Red Mage Rapier. Yeah, this lets me hold up memories while holding up the Warrior Sword as well. Alright. Can the good guys win this? Ooh, White Aura Sight. What are they going to target with that? The Weapons Vendor? If they target the Weapons Vendor, I will absolutely use the memories on them because that's just a free redraw. Red Mage's Rapier can get scary eventually. Like, none of my cards individually are just, like, good enough. Oh, if they attack in, that's beautiful for me. Because then... Okay, they're not going to do it, so... Oh, I guess I could have done that, like, on my main phase to pump up. I don't know. I like getting the redraw here. Gallicat's pretty cool. That's a lot of power. That would be a lot to trade with. Unless I go... Let's see, you pump up by 2, right? I'm absolutely moving power. This is +3, +2. This trades with the token. This trades with 1 token. This trades with a token. I think that's fine. I think if I'm exhausting what they have and they have to spend their mana to reequip while I have weapons vendor out, I'm doing much better than they. And I just get to play Gallicat next turn too. Like this is 4 to re-equip. That's their entire turn. Alright, they're gonna white Orside again, so that way I don't have a weapon. Just cheat the cost. That's fine. You don't care about that. Paladin Arms is pretty cool. I can just attack in. If that's their white, then I'm gonna go boom boom. Yep, the token trades with the token for free. That's fine. If they have Ultima, how do I feel about that? How do I feel about that? If they have Leviathan, that's also problematic for me. Now I can go ahead and play Paladin's Arms, and that'll pump up the Wizard. Okay, Valkyrie aerial unit. Costs less for each artifact they have to play than it surveils 2. Red Mage's Katana. This could just be like ice magic, and that's also devastating. For me in particular. Right now this is 5 to equip. Alright, let's just fucking go for it then. Let's let the little wizard that can try and like get in there. All right, push. They can bounce the token. They can eat another token. Okay, it was battle menu. That's what it was. So they blocked the 3/3. Yeah, they blocked the 3/3. Now they're at 3. This is 5 to equip as well. Now, like, the good news is this gives me something to do once my hand runs out. The bad news is that I'm still struggling. Shiva. Okay. Tap target creature an opponent controls and then put a stun counter on it. Yep. So the Paladin's Arms puts a ward counter on it. That's going to happen next turn as well. Suplex. Exile target artifact. Don't mind if I do. Get back weapons vendor. Get Raubon. We can play Raubon. We can also go... K1, put the katana onto the Elder. This is gonna work out. Sweet. And then we have Raubon here. Raubon has ward, pay life equal to Raubon's power, so they would have to go to 1 to make that work. And then, like, as soon as Raubon gets to do whatever. Raubon gets to do whatever. Yeah, 3, 5, 5. Yep. Okay. Moogle gets to put a counter on. That's all right. So I've got 7 mana. We can equip like 2 things. Yeah, we can equip a few things. Probably at least 3, 3, 5. Play the Galacat. Eva would draw them a bunch of cards, but it doesn't matter if they're dead. And then, just to make sure, go ahead and put the staff on Rabon as well. All right. Barrel, hey! Thank you for the lurk. We're currently 3 and 2. We're living on the edge. And like, deck's kind of working exactly as I'd hoped. Rabon doing a lot of work. I'm not sure how I feel about the Red Mage's Rapiers, though. Like, they're doing what I want them to do, but also kind of not. Okay, yep, don't hot dog it. Just equip and then swing. Woo! By the way, every time like I end up doing draft, my rank absolutely plummets to the bottom. So this is just silver from playing draft this week. We're at 4 and 3. We're at 4 and 2. That's like 6 games so far. Do I still want the Ray Mage's Rapier? I could swap that with a Sabo Tender. Like swap one with a Sabo Tender. Just so that way we have something to beat down flyers. I mean, like in my perfect game, my opponent just like does not play cards, and I get to go turn 2 Red Mage Rapier into turn 2 Red Mage Rapier, bolt whatever creature they did play. Turn 3 Red Mage Rapier into one more removal spell, and then finally removal spell, swing in with all my Red Mage Rapiers. That would be the dream. I've got just checking the discords. Hey folks, if any of you follow my buddy Fran, you know, the guy who joins me every Friday for Final Fantasy Friday, let him know how much you love him. Let him know that he is a delight and that he is a wonderful person to follow. Weapons vendor. Got turn 2 shopkeeper, turn 3 elder with some removal. This could be make or break. Okay, Slash of Light helps. Whenever you attack, target attack and equipped creature gets medicine to it. Slash of Light's good for like one kill one thing. Demon Wall. As long as this creature has a counter on it, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Defender and that's a 3/3. Slash of Light deals with that now, but not if they remove anything, so I have to be careful. If they don't tap out, I can't just like fire this off. Okay, Dire Rat. Now I could theoretically fire it off. I'm not playing Raubon right away, am I? I could. If I play Raubon, that means Warrior Sword is a much liver draw. It also means that I have a little bit more insulation in case they have removal to make the Slash of Light worse. Okay, cornered by black mages. What am I sacrificing? The Elder has actually ended up being probably one of the better cards to equip something to. Alright, sweet. Now I can go Warrior Sword, attack with Raubon, have a 5/4 that kills the Demon Wall and the Undercity. How do I... Oh, and then it has to be menaced? How do I feel about that? Not bad. That's trading one creature for two, but then I have the weapons vendor as well. I'll do it. Like, they would have to trade their Demon Wall and their Undercity. It's 2 creatures for 1. If I don't have the weapons vendor, I don't know that I get to make that attack. It depends on how much they value their city. If they're blocking with their token... Wait, hold on, what? Target attacking, equipped Oh, okay, so it has to be equipped already in order to gain menace. Gotcha. That works out better for me, I think. The Dane. Okay. Now... The Demon Wall blocks Elder. To think. Let's just attack with Raubon. Because as it is right now, this is a trade I'm happy to... Like, this is 6 mana to you. I profit from this. Yep, you get to make a treasure. I'm playing Vendor. You might have Syncopate. You don't. I get a redraw. I get Delivering Moogle, which grabs my Rapier. I'm 1 land away from being able to cast Zidane. And you passed, so you didn't have a turn where you had to worry about anything. Weapons vendor. Let's go... What am I doing if I... I'll do this main phase. They might sacrifice it to kill the vendor. They don't. Okay, yeah. The weapons vendor was always going to die. Yeah, that's fine. We're still ahead on tempo for this. Heck dies, makes me discard what? Is it Delivery Moogle? I think it is. I could, like, discard Zidane, but I think it's Delivery Moogle. Yeah, go ahead, suit up the token. Go combat, spin in. Like, they can go ahead and keep spending removal on this. Like, I'm still ahead on tempo, and I am going to hold on to this Plains now. I've got all the mana I need. I don't want to just, like, lose some of my better cards to a random Marlboro. I want... play 1 land. As long as I sandbag at least 1 land, we're fine. They would have to hit me with the double Heck Dies or the double Marlboro. And we're very closely getting to the point where they can drop a bomb, but I've got Zidane to close. Hey, what did I say? I lost pretty decent spells, but that doesn't really matter. Thunder magic that. That is game. Sweet. Curious what a plant tree folk deck would look like in the terms of brawl. I don't know that I've ever thought about it. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? We have some of the tree beard stuff on Arena. 5 wins, baby! 5 wins. Let's see. Most of the tree folk are like really expensive though. So you might not even want like a tree folk as a commander. You could play like Raphaelos for your easy ramp. You could basically put all your tree folk into any of the mono green archetypes that currently exist. Kona's a good one. Raphaelos, obviously. If you wanted to go into more colors, I guess you could play Doran. See, this is Gallican on turn 3. This isn't bad, but it's not as fast as what I want. I'm gonna throw this back. This is perfect. This is exactly what I want. Question is just, what are we throwing back? And I think it might be Warriors. Alright, now we can go Red Mage Rapier into White Mage card. We got removal plus White Mage? Yep. Danitha's a good one. First Strike Lifelink would actually just like completely wreck us. Not even thinking about it. Just go punchies for quarter their life. But now we're completely out of gas. What I wouldn't do to keep that warrior sword now, right? White ore sight. They're gonna get rid of the token? That's not like the wrong thing to do, sure. I would love to draw an additional spell, though. Please. Please, thank you. Maybe I needed a laughing... A laughing end. Alright, yep, there goes the tokens. But the equipment remains. So I just need any creature to make this good. Hey, that's a creature that makes this good. Alright, so there's weapons vendor. Reattach. Bolt? Let's equip the White Mage. So that way a Vane's Treachery has to sacrifice their token to kill. Never another creature or artifact. Actually, undo. No reason for that. Go combat A1. And then actually, so I can move at all their blockers, make them chump with the token. They could call my bluff. I mean, if they're gonna block, they're gonna block. Okay. Now we can go ahead and do this. 2 damage there. 3 damage there. Opponent's in top deck mode. Yeah, actually, I will go ahead and equip this onto my vendor as well. Yes! 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 6 wins! 6 wins, baby! 6 wins! Oh my god, we had to, like, rip hotter than the sun in order to make that work, but we did it. Oh, that feels good. Guys, I really like the Final Fantasy draft. Like, not just because I'm doing well right now. I went 3-3 on Monday. No, Tuesday. Went 3-3 on Tuesday, 4-3 on Wednesday. Now we're 6-2. This is going to be the last game. Guaranteed. It helps that we just got, like, good mulligans right away. We had a couple of hands where we would have been sitting around and not doing what the deck wants to do, which is exactly the rapier stuff. We had to rip off... Oh, God. We had to rip the vendor. We had to hit lightning and lightning. Oh, ow, my arm. It's starting to get sore. I mentioned this earlier in chat, but if you're just now popping in, like, I'm trying to, like, continuously stretch and flex my right arm. I got my flu shot today. I'm trying to think. Tree folks? Tree folks. They're really... Tree folks are all so big, though. Like, you need a commander that's, like, gonna enable you casting all your big tree folks. You need some sort of mana dwarf commander. If you try and make your commander the big tree folk, you can do that, but you're gonna need so much ramp, like that one tree folk, and... Yeah, this is what we want. This is the future that liberals want. Now we have the option of going Land Storm or Duplex. Probably Duplex, if I'm being honest. I can also just, like, go Land Storm. Have extra mana for next turn, though. That works out better. Now, no matter what, I can suplex and fight Mage Staff. Oh, nope. That's actually really bad for me. I can Memories. They try and Dampers Feel. Sweet. Okay. There's nothing with Flash that I have to worry about, right? I don't think so. They're just gonna let this happen? Okay, because they want to Dreams Laguna. Gotcha. Okay, so we got our big beats in. That's great. I love that. And White Mage's Staff makes it so much easier for us to punch on it. Play out or land? I guess I could have Weapons Vendored first. Think for a second. I can go... Memories. Have 3 mana left over. And then... And they want to trade with the token, whatever. Like, it's probably just correct to absorb 4 damage right now, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Side quest hunt mark, sure. You want to blow up Captain Land Storm? Is that what you want to do? Alright, well... Here's weapons vendor. We get a bolt. That's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exactly. Exactsies? Holy shit, I did it! We did it, chat! We did it! We did it! 7-2, baby! Ah! I did not know if the Red Mage's Rapier was actually going to go the distance with what I was trying to do, but oh boy, howdy did it ever. I am so happy I got at least one draft to make this work. Ah, that feels good. Alright. It's screenshot time. Screenshot time. Gotta post this over on the Blue Skies. Also in server. That deck fucked. I got to do the Zidane thing. I got to do the Slash of Light thing. Ah, you love seeing that. 3 Red Mage's Rapiers just for consistency. Removal. Removal that has a weird non-synergy with the Red Mage's Rapier because now, now all your Red Mages trade unevenly. But even just like more job select cards to help make the Red Mage's Rapier turn really, really heckin' big. And restore him, Zidane. Weapons vendor, MVP, easy. Limited 1. That is quite a few gems. Oh, and that's right. And we also get the Vault Progress, which is 1 mythic, 2 rares, and 3 uncommons. That's what drafting does. It just like pumps up your collection. What I get in turn? This is the complete 10 limited events. We get 1 for our Mastery Pass, and then we get 6 packs of Final Fantasy. I already have everything I need. I wish that I could be like, okay, here's packs of Final Fantasy, let me draft. But this is not an accepted currency. It's bullshit. I should be allowed to use these packs to like enter. These packs are so much more valuable to me if I can submit them to draft with. End of the stage. What we got? Got the bonus sheet Yuriko. There's Machinus Arsenal. Balthier and Fran. Cypher, Cecil, Caliber. Oh, that feels good. Got like 15 minutes left. Normally I'd be going over to Final Fantasy 14, but it's going to take more time to like load it up than to not. So like, I guess we just play some Brawl, right? Yeah, I guess we just play some Brawl. I've got like no dailies either. Hold on. Do I have... Did I put Red Mage's Rapier into Feather? I don't think I did. It's basically a Kiln Fiend, right? I do not have it in... Despite the fact that it would probably be A-okay. Heart Challenger, Dread Prophet, Brave Meadow. What would I like realistically cut? I've already got the Squelcher in here, right? Oh, I didn't even put the new Squelcher in here? Alright, so we gotta put Hexing Squelcher, and let's see if there's room for Red Mage in here. I think it's earned it. I think it's earned its place. As long as we can... Squelcher's really good because it's just going to keep us from getting countered. Feather is susceptible to that. Yonder. Oh man, we're living good. Look at all these 1-drops. Red and white are just getting more and more tools forever to fight against control. And it's the eternal formats that really suffer from that. Yep, there's an actual Kiln Fiend. This one triggers off of instants and sorcery. Rapier triggers off of any non-creature spell. So let's... We want to keep these 1-drops, I think. We probably want less heroic cards than just general stuff. Is it worth holding on to Kraza? I have this here so that way has like additional counter protection, but then also something to fight the One Ring. But I think that the Squelcher just being uncounterable itself is actually enough to fill that role. We don't want to dilute this. Prowess, Firebending X, where X is the power. Firebending can help power out a lot of these instances. Trample. How many do we have in Frantic Confrontation, Titan Strength. Sure. Sprint is actually more of a sorcery, believe it or not. Reckless Charge. No, thinking of Reckless Rage. Monstrous Rage. Might Meek. Removal. Yeah, there's some instance in there. I did want to try it out. The Tamer Battle Rage is also there. A lot of these are just like draw effects for the sake of draw effects. Some of them are heroic enablers. And really that's theoretically that's so that Feather can work as a deck, not necessarily needing to have Feather. Featherless Feather, if you will. Vended and Angel Firing Condition are the only other drops. Could potentially replace a creature. The Prodigy double stuff. I don't know if I actually ever want the Prodigy. Yeah, we have so many other cards. Yeah, okay. Like, you would think that the Prodigy would be pretty good, but so many of the other cards that trigger off of this don't follow the types that it supports. So it really only ever supports itself. And in cards where it's like Burning Shaman or whatever, the extra scry isn't doing anything. Did I ever... Oh, I didn't actually switch. I didn't actually say Final Fantasy dropped the thing. Oops. Top Partition to start with. No way to do anything else. Elegant Par, Voice of Victory into Voice of Victory, Squelcher, sure. Esper Sentinel, leave that on top. This is going to be mostly a creature deck, though. They're going to go Jadar next turn. They're going to go Jadar next turn. The Esper Sentinel. Esper Sentinel leave up the enter the Avatar state. If they want to Thoughtseize, fortunately they can. Paladin class. Cool. We're struggling. They would have to double block in order to actually use the Shambling Gas. Okay. Enter the Avatar state. Drop like more cards, I guess. The Shambling Gas kills the Esper Sentinel now, Yep. So, like, theoretically, that just loses me a card. But, oh, hey, Grave Pact. Okay, yeah, that's gonna fucking wipe me out. Do I have anything that gets through that? Nope, I am locked out now. Oh, that was fast. Not any rank can really play around a Grave Pact effect, like, unless I just happen to have... What disenchants do I even have available? Like, apart? Boon of Safety, Giver of Runes, Resto Magic, Guardian Ember Challenger. We're up against Cecil Dark Knight. So now they can't play turn 1 Cecil. Bueno. I want... Let's surveil. Enter the avatar state's also pretty good. How important is that? Conjure Might of the Meek. This one has haste and prowess, and this one can draw us extra cards. Okay, well, the good news is I have a lot of redundancy. So it kind of doesn't even matter. Okay, they're going to take the one that draws me extra cards. Sure. I mean, I could trade mouse for mouse. Card for card for card. They don't know about Enter the Avatar State. This one gets Flying, First Strike, and Lifelink. Talisman, okay. So they have 2 mana now. All the Rain, yep. That's going to give them lots of gas. They attack with a Deep Cavern Bat. I'm pretty set to go Enter the Avatar State. Get big. Pass the blocks. Get back my other mouse. Strangle? I don't mind that. Now their Call the Ring doesn't do anything. Go combat. Boom, boom. Like I said, we're just trying to make sure the deck can work without Feather. I only have Giver of Runes active right now. Ooh, Preacher of the Schism. Whenever this creature attacks, the player with the most life or tied for the most life, create a token. While you have the most life, draw a card and lose a life. That's going to gum up the works. I could play Feather now. And try and rely on Giver of Runes to help me out. I think that's what I'm going to do. They only have 1 mana available. There's not a lot they can do to hit Feather. They get to draw. If I survive this turn cycle, though, I just explode. Okay, Cecil's not removal. Divine Reclamation, sure. Again, they can go ahead and hit whatever they want. They can't take everything. I can keep Boon of Safety, Restoration Magic, Expedite, all of it's fine by me. And they're like completely tapped out now. I might even go past the blockers. Hold on. Oh, right. Well, block there. Go ahead and until the end of turn, you may play that card. That's really good. Middle mouse gets bigger. Exile the top card. It's bigger. I already have card draw. So yeah, I'm gonna lose my challenger. They lose their guy. I have Restoration Magic, which is going to be hexproof and indestructible forever. Big Mouse. Burns Escape is really good here. Go combat. And then let's actually go Premeditated Murder. Giver of Runes here. Shove aside, leave that on top. And then we'll go ahead and put a second upkeep stop, so that way Expedite can target the Brave Metal Guard. Let's see. Then if your life total is less than or equal to half your starting life total, untap Cecil. So they would have to be like 12. I'm just going to block with the Giver of Runes. It's basically free. Past the blockers, yeah. Not going to let you get Cecil. Ah, shit! Forgot about that. Fuck. Forgot about that. Fuck. 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 Actually, damn. Hold on. Was I the starting player? I was the starting player. Okay, that would not have helped. Yep. I messed up. Shouldered. Gotcha. Okie doke. Well, that happened. I still have Restoration Magic. I still have Boon of Safety. I'm not tapping out. I'm just gonna take the draw. Yep. Alright, practice now. Your shove aside. Malakir Rebirth. Let's go and redraw. Yep. Life off that, that's fine. I do get to, like, kill. I just get to kill Soldred now. Wait, hold on. Oh my god. Okay, they punted. They misclicked and they put Cecil back into their command zone instead of letting him return to the field with Malakir. Because, like, it gives you the option to put it back in the command zone before before this resolves. So, sorry Sorry about that, opponent. You should not have had the chance to do that. But at the same time, they get Cecil back. That's not going to be anywhere close to enough. Yeah, that's not going to be anywhere close to enough. And that's a good one to end it on. Guys, thank you all so much for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go ahead and raid. Normally, we go ahead and we have a raid redeem. So, hey, you know what? If you know anyone that's cool, if you know anyone that plays Magic, maybe they play Final Fantasy XIV, maybe they're a VTuber, or maybe they're transgender. They're cool, if they have the good vibes, go ahead and let me know. That's the YouTube segment. And raid on out to who's currently on my line.